I'm back with the front. I didn't finish anymore. I didn't do any more on the last video. I just came out here today to take this apart. I started filming without you, or videoing without you guys. Sorry about that. I took the windshield off. I don't know if you can see it in there. Yeah, you can see it in there. Chrome strip and that. And now I got to take off a few of these bolts to get this off. You got one here. You got one down here, and you got one, where are you? Inside there, on each side. And then this whole flaring comes off. And when I get that done, I'll show you what it looks on the inside. Before I go any further, I made a mistake. There's only 4 screws or bolts that hold this together. You got that top one, which is right there. And then you got one down inside there. And then it takes that off. All these, don't ask me why, they're just all imitation for some reason. I mean, they're screws. They go in, but they don't, to me, they don't do anything. I'll show you when I get in there. I want to also say that every video that I looked at, which makes a lot of sense, I say if you're going to be working around anywhere on the bike, make sure you cover all the painted surfaces, because just in case we drop a tool, we don't nick the paint. So I just wanted to throw that in there before I got a thumbs down by one of those Harley Davidson mechanics, and I'm just Steve's Garage, you know, you get away with what you got. And I do have a lot of throws. My wife does not care for that second set when she buys those fitted sheets. So I get all the whatever you call these, under the blanket sheet or whatever. I have no idea what you call them. But I'm fortunate enough to have a whole lot of brand new ones. So, and I don't want to make rags out of them, so I just cover things with them, as you can see. See? That's why I got them, because I don't cover things like I should. Yeah, I believe I've got the 4 screws off. Now, this isn't recommended, but I'm doing it because it's a 2001 Harley. It's not a 2017 Harley. But usually these what do you call them, high beam lights or something, or passing lights, those should come off. But it doesn't take much to get them off, except you got one here, and loosen up the other one right up there, and it slides down, and this whole assembly just comes right out. But I've been taking this off without it, and I haven't been getting any scratches or anything. So, and maybe one day I plan on painting the bike. Maybe. We'll see. What can I set you just so I can show you how this assembly comes off? If I tilt you up a little bit, hold on while I get you. Alright. Give it a try here. Hope I didn't forget it. I forget a screw. I sure did. I'll be back. The top one. Alright, there we go. Just too much in a hurry. You pull this back. And on the inside, you do have the headlight wiring harness. You're on snap that. Let me get you right where I had you before, hopefully. What happened to that rubber piece I had? Here it is. I don't have my tripod out here, and I'm tired of running up and down them stairs. Now what's holding me up here? There we go. Easy as that. Let me go set this down, and I'll show you what else I got to take off. This isn't a Harley radio, it's an aftermarket. The other one, well, like I said, it had a CB and it didn't work. so I just got rid of it. Now I got to take the radio and that bracketry off in order for me to get behind all that and fix that, find out what's broke first and then repair it. Taking the radio out isn't going to take much. It's just looking around at all the screws and the spacers and whatnots, and I'll turn you back on when I get you all tore down. I guess I gotta go further, take off those lights and that chrome, I can't even think of the name of it right now, bezel, but you got 4 hex bolts on each side. You loosen them, slide them out, bring them down, and I've got them all tied up in there where you can't unplug them, wouldn't you know it. So my next step is to see what I can do about this. Maybe tie them up, or should I just go in and snap all this crap again? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll set them down here for a second and tie and get at them and do them right. Nothing ever seems to work out the way you want it, you know. But I tried to check with the camera to find out where the thing was leaking from, and all I was getting was air now. So now I got to take out these 2 bolts right here. You know, it's a shame you go through all this process, you know, because you were in here already once and everything was in so much disarray. You clean it up, put a new radio in it, make new bracketry, then you got to get back in it again. Well, yeah, that's part of the fun of it, huh? And to top it off, you know, my tools aren't in the best order. And you try to find yourself, you know, your, what you call them, Torx, you know, certain sizes. And, oh yeah, I got tons of them in that little, this size for this wrench. But it's never going to make it. So it took me almost an hour to find the right one in the toolbox. I wish I had my buddy Eugene. Back in the day when we used to enjoy to have a few beers, he was always broke, so he'd come over the house and I'd set him up with as much beer as he wanted, as long as he organized my tools, put all the sockets where they belonged. I don't have my buddy Eugene no more. He quit coming around when I quit drinking. Figures. The thing about it is there's nothing wet in here. I don't see anything wet. I see the brake line. I'm having a little trouble finding that plastic tube that runs into the fork area. And oh, there we go. Never fails. It's that time again. Station identification. Or station or intermission. What the hell am I saying? Gotta go in and do my daily duty. I'll come back out after and search for that hose somewheres. I sure don't want to have to take bottom half of this off, which it looks like I might have to, but that means I got to disassemble the lock to get this off. Now we'll see what happens. It's that time again. Station identification. Or station or intermission. What the hell am I saying? Gotta go in and do my daily duty. I'll come back out after and search for that hose somewheres. I sure don't want to have to take bottom half of this off, which it looks like I might have to, but that means I got to disassemble the lock to get this off. Now we'll see what happens. Well, after tearing all up into this and finding the hose where the air is coming out of and loosening everything up and tying everything together, looking for my hose. Well, there's the hose. But as I look in here, I got the funniest feeling that they done changed the front forks. These are not air ride suspension forks. They have been changed. So, with that, I gave our old buddy Old Rat Rider a little message and asked him, you know him, in his last video he says he talks better than what he works. Well, I don't believe that. He works better than he talks. But he does get the message across. So I'll just have to wait for his opinion, but I got a funny feeling they have been changed. I don't like the idea. I was looking forward to the air ride suspension, but the only way to find out now is to put it all back together and see how she rides. If I like the ride, good. If not, I'm going to see what it takes to find the proper forks. But I don't know. We'll just probably leave it the way it is. I got a funny feeling it'll be alright. But if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel safe, the frame don't look like it's been damaged in any way or bent, you know, why else would you change forks, right? There's a lot of reasons. Could be that bender, when it was dented, it could have hit something hard, bent the forks, which wrapped up into there. Now I gotta make sure that frame is straight. We'll see when I take it for a ride. But until Old Rat Rider gets back with me, maybe he's got a few suggestions. Maybe out of the north got a few good suggestions. A whole lot of you got a whole bunch of suggestions, but I'll read them all and take them all to heart, and then I'll come to the conclusion of what I want to do now. Alright, this is all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to go in and get lazy. I had a little bit too much to eat, so I'll talk to you guys later.